Pull your jeans down.
Yeah.
I see your sock.
Never been on TV before.
Do you have lip balm?
No.
Babe,
I do.
Full chair.
Right.
Oh no, don't do it.
Here, put it on.
Yes. Welcome to The Perspective. I go by the name of Jeff D. If you don't know me, I'm here on a show from 6 to 8 p.m. called Shutdown Sunday, but today's not about me. I got my girls here. We're doing something a little bit different. It's called The Perspective. So I got Miss Nikki Demostine right here chilling. I got Tracy LaRoche here and Stephanie Narcisse. Beezy couldn't be here today. She had something to do prior knowing about our debut here today. So we will see Beezy again next week. But today we're going to get into our first episode of The Perspective. But first, we got to meet with our ladies. We got to introduce them. We got to see about their accolades. Let's see what they're dealing with. So Nikki.
Hello everyone, my name is Nikki Demostine. I am a wife and a mom of a
Speak on it.
2-year-old boy. I am also an IT professional and accountant firm, of which I've been with for 10 years. I am the only female in a managerial position at my firm, and that's about it. Love and life.
Tracy.
I like that. Love it.
Ooh, okay. Well, hello everyone. I'm Tracy LaRoche. I'm the director of an after-school program, community center. I run about 4 different programs in Queens. I'm also a professor, and what I'm looking to do full-time moving forward is my business. It's called Crowned, and we build community to support women and girls. And I'm a prayerful woman. I am a loving lover and a lover of life. That's me. I am definitely the smiley one, and
It's only an hour show.
it's only an hour show.
Yeah.
So yes, that's me.
Yay!
Well, I'm not going to follow up with that too long. My name is Stephanie Narcisse. I am a registered nurse at New York Methodist Hospital,
Sheesh.
pursuing a master's in nursing education
Yes.
to eventually be a clinical nurse leader. I am black. I am normal, and we're just
And
here to
it's
have a good
an hour.
time.
Yes.
It's an hour show.
Yes, flower show.
Yes.
I'm Jeff D. I do everything, everywhere.
He's our EP,
REP.
Nah,
The boss.
but
Yes.
I want to explain a little bit something about The Perspective. It's an open panel show with just women. I'm not gonna be here every day.
Thank goodness.
I'm only here because our sister Beezy had to take care of prior engagement before knowing about the debut of this show. So we do wish Beezy well. We will
Love
see
you,
her
Beez.
we will
Yes.
see her next week. Shouts out to Beezy, but I want these women to understand that this is straight raw from them, and whatever. Straight raw from
God.
them, and
All right, Jeff.
whatever
All right.
topics we come up with is gonna be straight from them. No chasers, no anything. So today, the first thing we're gonna talk about, our first half hour, we're gonna concentrate on gender roles. So I want y'all to talk about gender roles when it comes to time, culture, how it's supposed to be now, how you guys want it to be in the future. Then next half an hour, we're gonna get into some ultimatums. So Nikki,
Lord.
Oh Lord.
so Nikki.
He's watching.
So Nikki, when it comes to gender roles, what the first thing that pops into your mind when I say gender roles?
What pops into my mind, I guess, is just how times were different. I guess I want to say back in the days where the gender, I think in almost all cultures of some sort, the gender roles is always where the woman is more of the submissive being.
Which is okay.
Right.
Which is good.
And so I just keep thinking about, like, the first thing that pops in my head is, you know, those 50s shows or movies where the dads or the husbands went off to work and the women were always housewives, and they, you know, didn't really pursue careers, or if they did, they went to college, got these accolades, and then went to went home to become, you know, housewives, and you know, and not that that's bad.
But
you
it
know.
wasn't like black women. Were
No.
black women doing that? Like that?
No,
Black
see, that's so
women
funny
weren't
because
married.
when you think
We
about
never
it,
were housewives
we never had
back
that
then.
because, and it's funny because now if you think about you know, ethnic backgrounds, you see the white woman, they stayed home, but you see the black woman, they didn't have that option.
Right.
So they were like, and you think about back in the days, usually it was them, you know, that was
Working.
Right. So their roles were to go out and work. So it does.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's white women as a whole, nothing wrong with being a housewife.
Right.
It's just not something that a lot of women nowadays connect with anymore.
Right.
Well, I want to say in terms of like gender roles, I know within like my family, it's really important for the woman and the man to be able to like substantiate the household, right? So now, like with my parents, my father, it was definitely the person that would be seen as the leader of the ship,
right.
But my mother was the leader of the ship.
We're always the leader. Women,
yeah,
I mean, we
like,
always.
like that's
always.
my thing in terms of gender roles.
Yeah.
Like,
Here's the thing with gender roles now. How would y'all feel if it was switched up until this point now? So let's say you deal with a house husband. You deal with a house husband. How would you feel about that? And how do you think your husband's
My
would
husband
feel
is
about
never
that
going to be a house husband. He's either if he works from he's home, he's going to work from home. Like I personally, a man works.
I need to know exactly what a house husband looks like.
Yeah,
Explain that to me. What does
he
a house
doing?
husband
What
look
he
like?
doing?
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Well, that's not even
That's
a
not a house
conversation.
husband.
How's
That's
that a conversation? There's some relationships out there where the
With a
men
house-
don't work.
it's
That's
As
not
a
going to work for
housewife.
me. That's
How's
not
it
gonna
not
work.
work?
Okay. As a housewife, so he's the one who takes care
Get
of
the kids, all
the
that,
house,
and you
household and stuff.
you guys are the breadwinners.
See, I have
No.
a problem with that. The reason
No.
why I have a problem with that, I want to be there with my kids.
No.
I want to see everything with my kids.
No.
I don't
No.
want to be the parent that's not
Hold
there.
on, hold
like,
on,
I don't
hold
like
on.
that idea.
A man works.
What if he doesn't?
He does.
What if he doesn't?
He will. A man works. He does, and he will. That doesn't work for me.
How would it work for you?
Like even if I make more than him, he's going to work. Like he works. There's no not working.
I don't understand
In this
that
economy,
concept.
you're working. Like
Because
you work.
there's
There's
wait,
a
hold
couple
on,
men
hold
not
on,
working out there.
hold on. There's no
I
way
don't find a
for
problem
me.
They're not
with
for
it.
me.
No, for me, I feel like there's no real way that you can have a substantial household if we're both not participating. I'm not saying, I'm not saying that you have to be, like, we don't have to necessarily meet financially, but you need to be able to
Participating
do
financially or participating like,
Period.
oh, I'm just doing the laundry today.
I know.
No,
I mean,
I
like
disagree
participating.
because I feel like if you if the roles were reversed in the house, I have no problem with that. Why? Well, first of all, my background, I came from a single parent home, so I didn't grow up with having a father and mom in the house. My mom worked; she got it done,
Right.
and so for me, I work, I get it done. But I love what I do. I like my career. Having said that, I've always been in a situation, not in this situation, but I've always had the perspective that if he's a house husband, when you say participation, for me, if I'm bringing home the bread, but I come home to a home cooked meal, the kids is doing good and the house is clean, that's participating. For me, that's participating.
That's participating.
Because if the roles were, because you're thinking about financially, I'm not.
See, this is
financially. I held it down.
Okay,
I want him
financially.
to participate. I want you to hold me.
But we can do this together. Like I can work, you can work, and the kids' homework is done, and the clothes are done.
What I'm saying
you not working.
You can work, okay? I don't necessarily want to come home and see you there. You know what I'm saying? I want to come home and see your presence and feel your presence. Your presence may very well be that you did the laundry. You ironed all the clothes for the week for all the kids.
I don't know who you guys are dating.
I'm good with that.
You actually know who she's dating.
My man works.
I
go to work.
I don't like the idea of you not working.
What's your issue?
My
What's your issue
husband
with
works.
him working?
My husband works. We both work. We both contribute to the household.
Absolutely.
But having said that, would I be opposed to a situation where I don't know, like say your man works and stuff like that, and God forbid he's working in a physical type of role where he gets hurt, his back hurt, he's out.
Right.
There's no work involved.
Is there a check coming in?
But he's still. But now he's different.
Is there a check coming in?
But now he's
Stephanie, you're acting like
No.
once my man stops working, it's a wrap.
No. Once my man starts working, we now have to work together to get him another job. There is no not working. I don't know. Not working?
No, I feel. Wait, if my man is injured, like I'm not going to take away.
Are there checks
I'm not
coming
going to
in?
take that away from him.
She's saying if my man gets laid off, if her man gets laid off,
we're getting him another job. I didn't say we are getting him another job. My lifestyle that I want, we are both working.
In the time that it takes for him to find another job, what is he committing to doing within the household? That's what's important to me.
And he can do, first of all, ain't no man can clean like I can clean. He can do the laundry like I can do the laundry. Like it sounds nice until the dishes aren't really clean, until all he's doing is playing Xbox and PlayStation. Let's be realistic as to who we're dealing with right now.
No, but I do know men who are like they're the, I have a cousin who he cleans the house. He does laundry. He does it a good job. He does a good job at it. Granted, he works as well, but he does that.
But
he
what
works
I'm saying
as well.
Right.
But
But what I'm saying is it could be a part-time job.
Right, but it could be a situation where he's not working and his wife is working, and they're fine with that. The dynamics.
Right.
Of
It's based on your relationship.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
To
Based
each
on
his
your
own.
relationship.
Yeah,
It really
this-
is. No, it's based on your
Going to
relationship.
work.
I need to know what he's doing.
So he
That's
has to
what I
provide
need to know.
financially. Period. You couldn't.
I'm not saying he necessarily has to be the breadwinner. I'm
No,
not
but I'm
asking for
saying
someone to come in
not a
rolling in
breadwinner,
6 figures.
but he has to have-
a man that works for me holds his own. That's how I know that if I'm not working, he will take care of things. Or if I'm on maternity leave or something like that, things are handled. I don't have to worry about, damn, if I get hurt, how we paying these bills?
Yeah.
No, that's not a thought in my brain. You're going to work, just like I'm going to work. And if either one of us happens, then we'll figure it out. But you not working and we chilling?
I don't feel like we're chilling. I think that's you're taking it to a whole nother extreme.
I agree.
I think what you're saying, what I'm trying to say is, all right, well, if something happens, if he's injured, okay, yes, what exactly are you doing to provide for this household?
Yes.
Okay, I need to know. For me, it's very important for me to see a father, a holistic man.
Right.
A holistic man to me, yes, he may very well not work full time, or him and I may very well not make the same amount of money, but he is my man. He's my king, and he is providing for this family.
Now providing
does
is
an
financially
unemployed father,
Providing, what I'm saying, providing.
like an unemployed father?
No, what I'm saying is he can work part time. He can work
So
part time.
he's employed. Okay,
But what
cool.
I'm saying is,
That's fine.
what I'm saying is, the amount of money that he makes may very well never be that real
That's
compared
okay.
to what I'm doing.
As
So
long
I
as
need
he's
to know
working.
that you are providing for this household.
Absolutely.
The household is important.
All right, ladies.
For me as a woman,
Before
it's important.
before we get into more gender roles, I want to shout out Napoleon medalist for actually giving me that idea.
Thank you,
So shouts out to Napoleon. I know you're watching right now. You told me you was gonna be watching. I told you we was gonna do this topic today. So we're gonna get into more gender roles. So now most of us here on this staff is Haitian, right? So except for
By
Nikki.
association.
By association.
So one of the gender roles I've seen in my household with my grandmother and my grandfather, that a plate of food would be ready for him no matter what
Absolutely.
time he
No,
came.
yes.
home.
No,
Absolutely.
I do
Yes,
understand
yes,
that. I agree.
yes.
And one thing I've told my older cousins, stuff like that, that's not happening nowadays
No,
with
it's
the
not.
Haitian,
No,
with the
it's
Haitian
not.
woman now.
And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because back at, like, our parents I'm gonna speak for my parents, they got married very young. They got married younger. And in the Caribbean culture, from like the 4 years old, 5 years old, you're doing laundry, you're cooking, you're cleaning. That's the culture. We're raised in the United States where education, playing with friends, studying college. When my mother was 21, 22, she was with my dad, and they were, working it out or whatever, like getting moving forward, having children. I went to college. I was in college at 21, 22, and then after college, I worked. So it's a different generation.
Yeah.
We still have the customs from our parents, but right now, I work. Back to that. I work.
Yeah.
So when I come home from work, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that you're fed and taken care of. However, you might have leftovers one night. You just might. It's the reality of the situation.
I agree with you on that. I do have Caribbean background. I am not Haitian, although I am married to one.
You better tell them about that ring, girl.
But like you said, I work. And so for me, once again, not growing up on a two-family household, I didn't see my mom having a plate on the table. But then again, my mom worked. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, my ideology, how we work in our household, whoever gets home first cooks.
And
Let
me explain. Okay, for me, I definitely disagree with the both of you. The reason why is because my parents were married in the house. My mom worked throughout the day, came back, full-time job, came back, food was ready for my whole entire household.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about on a daily.
Yeah,
so for me as a Haitian woman, as a lover, you know what I'm saying? There's no way that I'm gonna have you come home from work and there's gonna be no food.
No, I'm not saying no food.
No, I mean
A plate of food ready for him.
A plate of food will be ready.
Yeah, this is
I'm not
on the
necessarily
table.
saying I'm gonna cook it though.
But
that plate of food will be ready. I didn't say I was gonna cook it.
Wait,
No, but I
The
guess
food
it
is
also
hot.
depends on what your work your career is. Because like I'm an IT professional and I work in an accounting firm. So tax season, y'all know me. I'm like incognito
right.
during tax season. I'm 12-hour shifts Saturdays. On calls on Sunday, so there's many of chances that I get home late. I get home,
right.
My hours are 9 to 5, but that we're not stuck to that. So there's many times y'all call me, it's 8 o'clock at night. I'm still at work. Let me get you an hour. I might get out. So I'm not coming home after a 12-hour shift at 8, 9 o'clock at night to say, oh, you didn't eat. Let me make sure. No.
What I'm saying is even hold on.
No, there's nothing wrong with
what
it.
I'm trying to say is even if I did not make a full meal today, right?
Okay.
There's food
packed home.
There's food packed up for you.
No, I'm talking about ready, hot in the plate.
No, okay.
Wait.
Okay.
What I'm saying, hold on.
With the orange juice on the side.
Hold on. What I'm trying to say is
orange juice.
Wait. What I'm saying is honestly, I love to be able to do that every single day. Every single day I don't get home in time to do that. But for a fact, there is food inside the fridge.
No, I think it's an amazing thing.
For me, and just to like put it out there, hey boo. But my man doesn't like leftovers. He will not eat leftovers. Like that's just him.
Must be nice.
No, he will not. So I have to make it look different. So there got to be a little extra something in there that he didn't see the day before. For me, I know.
You know what? It is amazing. Don't get me wrong. If I could, I applaud it. Because my mother did the same thing. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to become that woman eventually. I'm not saying that at all. However, nowadays, I know a lot of men that cook. Like, my boyfriend cooks. I know a lot of men who fend for themselves. It's no longer a matter of, I'm sitting at home, my hands in my pants like Al Bundy, and I'm waiting for you with a beer, like, where's the food at?
Would you take offense to that?
What?
If he's sitting there in the couch,
I would be so upset.
Yes.
You know why? Yes. I'm throwing everything out here. Yes. And we ain't cooking.
My house
Nobody's cooking. I will get so tight. No, I will get tight.
Hold on.
No, I will get tight.
You grew up in a Haitian household, and I've known you seen that. Y'all all seen that.
My father was never seen it, but my father knows how to cook.
I never seen it.
My father knows how to cook.
Let me tell you, there are times, there are times I have my initiative. I'm here. I'm trying to cook. I'm like here to cook. Yes. But when I can't, he does. And I'm thankful that he makes food that I like too.
Right.
Because sometimes your man may very well know how to cook, but you don't like it.
He don't.
Or it doesn't taste good.
Right.
Or too much salt.
Men nowadays, cooking is a fun thing that we do together
really
also. Like, it's
like
also something that we do together. He cooks, we cook, I cook, we cook, you cook, but it's not like.
But I think this also goes with back to the topic of the gender roles and stuff like that. Sometimes it's the woman's gender role to be home cooking or make sure there's food on the table on the when the husband or the boyfriend or the man gets home. And I think for me, I am like, my household is a 50-50 equal partnership of role responsibilities.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that if I come home, yes, I cook. My husband is an amazing cook, so sometimes he comes home and there's a hot plate of food for me on the table,
which is nice,
or in the microwave.
And you know what? That's how you keep a marriage together. That's how you keep a marriage together. No, seriously.
Yeah.
And honestly, gender roles is deeper than cooking. Like, I feel like whoever makes more or what financially, the man is still the head of the household.
I agree.
To me,
yes.
Certain things, people gonna think I'm crazy. I'm not mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
I'm not cleaning out the snow.
I'm not getting the garbage.
I don't know what to do with a tire.
Right.
I don't know what to do with the garbage. I actually walk past the garbage.
Yes.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing.
That's a fact.
I'll tell you one thing. I
don't take our garbage.
Hold on. I'll tell you guys one thing. I don't know if you're watching. Opal, my manager, she's been married. I don't know if you're watching. I think Opal, your manager. She's been married about, I want to say 15 years. You're going to correct me tomorrow when I get into work, Opal. But she told me one thing that killed me. What? She don't put gas in her own car.
Wow.
Right? Here's the thing. She don't put gas in her own car. And Opal, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I always get on you for that. I was like, you don't even know how to put it. She was like, no. If she need, it was even a time.
What if she's driving by herself?
She's driving by herself, right? And you know where we work.
Yeah.
Her husband will come, switch cars, and put the gas in the car.
That's an MVP. And
Hold on. Shout out to Philip.
Yes.
Shout out to Philip Davidson. Shout out to Philip.
What a man, what a man. Good man.
Cheers.
But I'll tell you this right now. That's a wild move, boy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
He's
crazy.
burning gas. That's pump her gas.
That's a wild walk.
But-
Now I do believe in like say you're in a car with your man and you're going and you need gas. I'm not getting out the car to pump the gas.
Well,
let me give you guys an example.
But if I'm by myself,
let me give you an example. My mom, right? My father did everything for my mother, right? Yes, my mom did a lot, and my mother made it a way. She always used to tell me, you have to wear, as a woman, you have to wear a skirt. Everybody sees a skirt, but when you turn around, it's shorts.
Gotcha.
So you need to, like, it's pants. So like you need to be able to understand that yes, you let your man seem like he runs everything, but really and truly
running the show.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Being that.
Well, you're not putting your own gas.
Hold on. Being that, my mom never even learned how to drive. My father drove her everywhere. So that's right. When I mean everywhere.
That's right up there.
He drove her everywhere. Would sit, wait for her. She would walk by the car. He would come in your car.
Do you think that sort of puts her in like the I need him role? Like, do you see that happening nowadays? Like, I don't drive. He has to drive me everywhere I gotta go. Like, how now?
No, nowadays I feel like women are very. I don't need you for not one single thing in the world.
Until a gender
don't
role.
Even think about
until a gender role does come up. Shouts out to Napoleon. He just texted me. Because we were just getting into that too. He says, "Why do you guys and he's calling you out, but he's texting me. Why do you guys? Shout out to Poe. Why do you guys believe in some gender roles and not others?
Because
I'm double standard.
I'm gonna be flexible.
It's a double standard. As a woman, I firmly believe there are certain things that women should do. That's just me. As a man, there's certain things that men should do. The woman predominantly should be the main person cooking. The man should be the one mowing the lawn and raking. All those man things, I don't know. And then a woman should be doing certain things. You can intertwine it because in 2015, this is the way we live and we work crazy hours. But in gender roles, for me and for my children, future children and daughters and sons to see their father was the man's man. I like a man's man. I don't like them little soft, weak. I like a man's man, like a tough, a strong, solid man's man. Someone that works. Like that that is important to me. So as a woman, I have to play that role.
I think for me, it's like it is a double standard, but for me, I'm more so on if I can do a man's role, then he can do a female role, and that's it. But having said that, in my household, we want to show our children, that yes, mom does do all the cooking and daddy does mow the lawn. But there might be an instance where I'm not mowing the lawn, I'll just get somebody to do it for me. But I'll pay for it in an instant. But it might be a situation where daddy's changing diapers and mommy's, I'm very crafty. At 8 months pregnant, I was sitting on the floor helping my husband put our crib together. So so yeah, there is double standards, but I think in my household we want to show. I would like I want my son, like you said, my husband's a man's man. I want my son to know I do want him to know some of the men gender roles.
Yes.
Having said that, I want him to understand that it can be, you can cross. Right. My father, Jamaican man, he taught my two brothers that, my father's an excellent cook, and he was just like, and one of the things he taught them was like, I want you to learn how to cook, because I don't want you to depend on a woman to cook. So
let me tell you,
both of my brothers are excellent cooks now.
For me, I need to know that there's flexibility in all of this. At some point in time, everything is not going to be as rigid. I know that there are certain things that I want my children to be able to see. Okay, my father does this, my father does this, my father does this, my mom does this, my mom does this. Mm-hmm. And I want to be able to teach my son and my daughter, hey, these are some of the things that are not part of your gender role that I want you to be able to do, so that a woman that comes into your life or a man that comes into your life, you're actually bringing things to their table as well. That you're not like, I need the assistance. I need the assistance.
In 2015, a lot of the gender roles are
it's so mixed up.
Now goes into the, we're gonna close out gender roles, and what do you guys see gender roles in the future?
Well, I think
it's gonna be like a big mush pot.
I think there's gonna be a lot of single women, because women are doing what
there's a lot of single women now.
The reason I feel like there's going to be a lot of I'm just gonna say a lot of single women is simply because we don't always know our role.
Right.
Yes.
And we don't know how to stay in our lane.
Right.
And stay in our place.
Right.
And it's nothing. And I'm a woman. I love women. You know what I'm saying? Because I am of that.
Right.
Right.
What I'm saying is, you need to let him be.
Let him open the pickle jar.
It's
Even if you can open the pickle jar.
And you see,
exactly.
like,
it's
let
okay to
him
be a
do
strong,
these things.
independent woman, but at the same time, know your role when it comes to your relationship
Right.
or your man.
One thing for a
Yes.
fact, as a very strong woman myself, I hate, and I really hate, trying to come home and having to tell somebody what to do, how to do, because I do that all day at work.
Yeah.
Right. I want him to tell me.
I'm the
That's
person
right.
who
Yes.
Let him
runs.
tell
I'm the
you.
person who runs things. I'm the person who's
Yes.
like, here,
That's
do
me
this.
too.
That's what I do.
Yes.
So when I come home, I need you to be like, sit down, do this. Oh, tell me what to do.
Yes.
Tell me what you want me
Here's
to
the thing.
do.
Here's the thing.
Like,
People,
that gets me excited.
here's the thing. People don't understand about gender roles. It actually starts when you're dating.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
So when you're dating and you already don't know your role from then, where do you think it's gonna go happen
guess
if you
what?
guys
It's
get
gonna,
into a
it's
relationship?
gonna,
It's just gonna snowball.
It's gonna keep going.
So at the end of the day, gender roles start from who's paying that first bill when you're dating.
He is.
He is.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
What do you think this is?
Because dating, you're courting me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I told
He's
my
paying
husband,
the first
you
bill.
need to court me. So
Come on.
that means
Let's go as little. Let's go as little as opening the door. I remember I was watching a video. I forgot what video was this. If anybody can correct me, if Luck is in the studio, there's a jagged edge video where he opens the passenger seat door for her from inside, or he comes outside.
It's a movie.
He comes outside, opens the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done that in my life.
You've never done that in
I've
your
never
life. You've
done
never
it.
opened a door for a girl.
Now, if I pick you up, right?
Yeah.
That's when I got out the
You open the
seat.
door. You've
Right.
never done that.
lazy.
No, I've
Okay.
never done that. Wait a minute. I've never. That's when I got up. I picked you up at your crib.
Yes.
I opened up the driver's
you
side
the-
door. I walked around
You
the
the
body
same
of my
kind of
car.
guy that's gonna
So you
drive
mean
up
to
and honk the horn.
So you mean to tell me your representative wasn't on fleek?
What do you mean, my representative?
When you
Yo,
came,
when you meet
your
when you meet somebody, your
That
representative
means
is on.
if I do that, that's
fleek.
if
So
I
you
do
mean to tell me
that.
your representative
If I do
wasn't
that,
on
I'm
fleek?
telling the world right now. If I do that, that's when you expect me to do that every time.
So you just nipping it from the butt from the beginning.
Yes.
You the type of guy that so you don't even want
Yes.
to. So you gonna drive up? Are you
Yes.
the guy that drives up and honks the horn and expect me to come
Oh,
down?
No,
no.
I drive
Oh,
up and
I
I
would-
text you, I'm outside.
No.
Oh my
No.
God.
No.
No.
No. No.
Well,
No.
you got gender role issues apparently.
Yeah,
I got gender
You
roles.
need to listen
Yes,
to
you
this.
do.
This is why I'm not on this show. This is the last time you're gonna see me here.
No, don't get me wrong. Initially, he did do that. He doesn't do that as much anymore, but he does open doors
Because
for me
if
sometimes.
your
Let
dick
me
doesn't,
tell-
But
hold
it's
on.
not like he
That's a-
did it initially,
If
which
you're-
is. But that is. Don't get me wrong. Does it set the precedent for moving forward?
To some of y'all, it
To
does.
some extent, it does. But do I expect it every single time? No. But he still does it here and there. Like he'll
Like
open the car
one
door
time,
for
like
me.
one time, this is what
Right.
happened. A joke. One time we were going out on a date, and I was right behind him. He's opening the door, and he didn't like hold the door. I stood right there. You know me. You know. I stood right there. He kept walking. He came back out, sweetie, what's going on? I said, you didn't hold the door for me. He was like, come on, really? I was like, yes. So now he opened the door, but sometimes
You gotta bring it back. You gotta bring it back.
Sometimes you gotta
y'all
bring
forget.
it back.
Y'all forget. I'm still a lady.
No.
Yes,
I get it.
Yes.
But if I-
We
to
could
bring
be
it
together for how many
No, first of all,
years?
if it's a
Open
first
the door.
date,
Don't
if it's a
slip.
first date, you bringing your representative.
Oh, you got
will.
my shit SS. You
Yes.
gotta be on.
You gotta be on
Oh,
point. Now, having said
no.
that, I've been with my husband for almost 8 years now. We've been married for 1 and stuff like that. Does he open the door every time we go out? No. But like, if we're going out tonight, something nice and wants to
Yeah.
full moon,
He wanna show out.
He wants to show out. And he wants
trying to get some.
Well,
That's what it is.
But
Let
you
me
know,
open
but
the
it's
door
also
today.
making me
Let
feel like
open the
a
door
lady.
today.
Let me get to your passenger door.
Let me order for her tonight.
Oh, I know you're gonna want this.
You gonna want the
You're gonna want
steak.
this.
Alright.
Red wine.
Once
Red
again.
wine. That's
How
what
about
she
white?
Alright. Once again, this is the perspective.
Cheers.
I want to shout out Napoleon Nutters for giving us the idea
Cheers, Paul.
Yes,
Cheers to
cheers.
Paul for giving us the idea for gender roles. The next topic we're going to get into, but let me
Good
first
Lord.
shout out our background DJ Mofire.
Yes.
Thank
DJ
you,
Mofire.
thank you.
You can catch him later on tonight. Don't go nowhere. You can catch him later on tonight at the DJ Mofire and A&G show. My brothers will also be there later on tonight from 9:30 to 11. We're working. Also, our sponsors today, they also drink too, if you don't know. So they're drinking. The ladies
You
are
don't
drinking.
know. You better ask.
Somebody.
This is just a
That's just for the ladies, and then
And
we
I'm
have.
also drinking. If I don't think I'm drinking some hardcore stuff. I'm drinking
Yes,
some
yes.
Bacardi Oak Heart. I also
We were
want to
just trying
shout.
to keep it classy on the side.
on the-
Since it's out, you could top me off.
Don't be nasty,
For the, you know,
don't
we
be
gotta get ready
nasty.
for the next
Don't be
for the next
nasty.
topic.
I also want to shout out our studio audience who came and supported our first
Thank
show
you.
here today.
Thank you.
Also want to shout out Beezy. Beezy, I know you're watching. We know
Beez,
you
we
wanted
love
to
you.
be here, but we're holding it down for you. Next week you'll catch Beezy here.
Okay, I have to drive.
Call in, Beez, if you want to call in. Tell us how we doing. Anybody who also, it's an interactive show. Anybody
Yes,
else who want
call
to
in,
call
let
in,
us know.
I want you to call out the ladies on their stuff. See if they're gonna flop.
Don't get played.
But our next,
First of all, don't be trying to get fights up in here. Like,
Don't get
this is
played, though.
ridiculous.
but our next topic we're gonna get into is ultimatums.
Lord.
So about ultimatums, right? Some women feel like they need to do it. Some people feel. So the first thing I want to ask the ladies how they feel about ultimatums, and later on I'm gonna ask them what ultimatums they've gave in their past relationships.
Okay, so my whole
So-
thing on ultimatums is if you give an ultimatum, you have to be set with the consequences. Meaning, if you're gonna say you better do this or else, be prepared for the or else. Don't do it and be like, oh well, he changed his mind, or I'm giving a little, you have to be. That's why ultimatums are so hard, because I always tell people he's never. If you give an ultimatum and you go back on it, he's never going to take you seriously
Never.
again. So my whole thing is, first, before you even give an ultimatum, be if the ultimatum is like, I better have a ring by September or I'm out. September
out.
1st, you need
September
to be
1st,
out.
you
Labor
Packed,
Day, Labor Day.
packed
Like,
out.
pack
Labor
up
Day
these
weekend. As you
clothes.
chipping on the Parkway, I hope you chipping out.
Let me pack up these clothes. Look at
Right.
this.
So
luggage.
and it's
Ship
just
it right
in
out.
general, if you give an ultimatum to anybody, girl, as a matter of fact, sorry, Dustin, I'm shouting you out. My brother gave an ultimatum to his wife. She wasn't working and said, no, she was working. She was working, and he said, I need you to, start
Pitch in?
contributing to
Okay.
the household.
Right.
He gave her a date, and he said, by such and such date, you need to contribute to the household.
Right.
Or I'm out. Date came, and
She was out.
yes,
She should have been.
yes.
She should be working.
They're getting a divorce.
Unemployment is not an option.
Oh, that's
We know how Lover feels about if a man doesn't work.
Yeah.
We already
No,
know how
unemployment is not an option.
He's working. He was
No.
working. They both was working, but to her, your money, my money is my money and your money is our money. So she wasn't
Not in this
contributing to
economy.
the household.
Not in
Nah.
this economy.
So he was just like, look, he makes good money, but a dude needs
This
help.
is not the free shelter.
Exactly.
Like,
we need to contribute together, and by the day it
to
was
me,
over.
I don't really give ultimatums. I've never, because I don't like people giving
You're
me
lying.
ultimatums.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm being serious.
You-
I don't think
You
so.
just said it's either you're working or not. That's an ultimatum.
That's not an ultimatum. That's
That's-
reality.
that's
I don't know.
ultimatum. That's an ultimatum.
No, that's reality.
That's an ultimatum.
Well,
if,
the person that I'm dating,
if a man can't find a job and you tell him you
he
need to
can.
do
He
this,
can. We don't live in Iowa. We live in New York. He can. Now, I don't really give ultimatums. Like, at least not that I can think of, because I don't like people giving me ultimatums.
you're telling your man every day he needs to work.
I don't tell him he needs to work. My man knows he has to work.
But if he doesn't find a job, you're probably going to give him an ultimatum.
I'm
one
going
of
to
these days.
help him find a job.
That's not an ultimatum.
That's not an ultimatum. We are in this together.
And if he can't find a job or
He
is not
will
looking
find
for
a
work,
job. I'm
how do you
here.
know that? How do you know that?
Because
Because
I'm
I'm
here.
here.
The economy's bad.
It is
Let
bad,
me
but
tell
I'm
you.
here.
No, let me tell you something.
He with me.
No, if you,
The economy's bad.
He's
I feel-
working.
Hold on, right? So you're talking about
I thought we
ultimatums.
was talking about ultimatums.
I feel like
But
ultimatums are.
all I'm saying is she's either saying he works or it's a dunzo.
This is the thing. The person
You
that
have to
no,
understand.
I've been.
Either with gender roles. When we was talking about gender
No,
roles,
no,
she made it
this
seem
is
like
the
this is the
thing.
only thing he can
Excuse
do.
me.
No,
Let me speak.
he
Okay.
works.
So what I'm trying to say is, right? Okay, we'll drink to that. What I'm saying when it comes to ultimatums, you gotta know what works for your situation. Personally, I don't really do ultimatums, but if I have to, if I'm put in a situation that I have to do an ultimatum, yes, I will very well do an ultimatum. The reason why is because you don't get it. Clearly, you don't get it. Clearly, there's something going on here that you're not understanding. And I cannot bear witness to you just like having this lack of knowledge consistently.
So have you done an ultimatum where it backfired?
No.
You beat 100% of your ultimatums work.
I did one ultimatum in my life. Thus far. And it's on flick. Okay?
Can I hear about it?
What you want to know? I'm okay. Well, so I had an ultimatum specifically around career and education, around that sphere. And exactly what I asked for is exactly what happened. Because if you know it's that real, if you feel me, and I'm telling you, not like you feel me like, oh yeah, I like you. No, but if you feel me and if you see me 1,000% in your future, you will do exactly what I'm looking for. The reason why is because I will do the same for you. If I'm gonna lay down for you, if I'm gonna be like, yo, this is my man, no matter what anybody says to me, I don't care, do the same for me. And if you're not gonna do that for me, I need to go. Period, point blank. That's it.
But why are you forcing a man to
forcing?
Be,
let's be mindful of our language. Let's be mindful of our language. It's not forcing. No. Let's be mindful of the words that come out of our mouths. It is not forcing.
You're putting his back against the wall. You're putting his back against the wall.
I am in a relationship with you.
Yes.
Right, Jeff.
So why do you feel that you need to do that in order to get a result?
Let me explain something to you, Jeff. When I got with you, when I see you, right? You're my man, right?
Yes.
When I first had a conversation with you, I saw you here.
Okay.
I saw you here.
All right.
Yeah, let's put Jeff right here.
So like you over here like you know you like making your way, making your way. No, but I'm like I seen you here. So in order for us to have the family that I'm looking for,
put it down.
I need to see you here.
Oh.
Okay.
So whatever I gotta do to tell you, bro.
Here's the thing. Why must you feel you gotta put a man's back against the wall to get the result you're looking for?
I don't think you do.
I don't think you do.
That's what an ultimatum
That's not
is.
what it is.
That's why I don't give them.
No, that's not what it is.
You're literally putting a man back against the wall. You're even telling him to do this or do that.
This is my thing. This is my thing. I don't think you should
breaks pride.
This is the thing, and this, maybe I'm in a bubble, but I feel like if you're in a relationship with a man. And he loves you the way that you know that he loves you, I don't have to give you an ultimatum. Yes. You're going to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. No, listen. I know the struggle.
You don't know the struggle.
No, Jeff. I know
of
the
a
struggle.
male
but
these
this
days.
is the thing. I know that if a man is with and for and wants to make his girl happy, he's going to do it. I don't have to give you an ultimatum to do it. That's why I don't give ultimatums, because if I'm moving a certain way and I see that you're not doing it, that's okay, because that's not how you want to do it. But me, that's not for me. It's not for me. I don't have to force you to do something that I want you to do. If I know that it's real, you're going to do it.
Exactly.
I might not be patient.
So there's no point of even giving one.
And another thing is that my
Tracy's like, this is the only way I can get results.
He ain't with that.
No,
Forget
it's not.
Forget it. This is how I'm going to get my
No,
results.
because if I give my boyfriend an ultimatum, he's going to be like, all right, I'm out. Like, he's a... Right, boo?
That's what happens.
No, he gonna be like, all right, you want to give me an ultimatum? I'm gonna do the exact opposite.
But
just because you gave me an ultimatum.
It shouldn't get to the point where you're giving an ultimatum.
Right,
when you're in a relationship, you have you have an open communication with your partner. You have these conversations and say, look, boo, this is what I want in my life.
Yes.
This is what I foresee us, and I want you to tell me where you foresee it, so that our visions with each other.
It's more about communication.
Right, I understand that it's about communication, but some men do need to have
let me ask Nikki a question real quick.
But see, I disagree in a sense, because once you give that, I don't want to give a push to the point where he resents me later.
Right.
No.
You know? So like, if
or I gotta force him to do it.
Like, so yeah, exactly.
I don't want to force my man to do
But I'm all
anything.
for like, hey boo, what you see in your future, and then you go, oh, I want to be,
I want to be a rapper.
God damn it, we're gonna make you the best
sanitation worker in the world. No, but if you want to be a rapper, I got connects.
No,
Like, let's be real. If you
want to be
a rapper, I got connects. If you want to be a producer, I got connects. What is it that you want to do? If there's a point where I'm having a conversation with you and you are not that clear, well, we need some clarity. And what the conversation does, and I don't call it an ultimatum. I call it a conversation piece. What? No.
We're gonna call it a spade.
No, I don't call it an ultimatum, because I would never come up because my man would be like, that's what you're saying? I'm out. Like he would flip. But what I'm saying is, we're having a conversation.
What if within that conversation, he's not giving you what you're looking for?
Nah.
Let me ask Nikki a question. Shouts out to all the married people listening right now. I know there's a couple people out here. So I'm gonna ask
touch those rings.
I'm gonna ask the only person married in the staff about giving ultimatums in your marriage.
Oh no.
You're married.
You're married.
What's the ultimatum?
Like you in.
But y'all think, you think there's nobody out there giving ultimatums in their marriages?
No, yes.
There are marriages that there are people in marriages that do give ultimatums within the marriage.
Right.
I personally don't believe in that. And it's also about, first of all, not all marriages are good marriage. Let's start from there. You know what I'm saying? So in my personal opinion, if you're giving an ultimatum within your marriage, something's not right. You know? Having said that, in my marriage, we communicate on everything. You know? So when
that's half the battle.
You know, prior to us getting married, when we decided to move in, we said, you know, I didn't give an ultimatum say like you better move in or else. We sat down, we said, all right, we're gonna move in together. But before we even moved in together, what's the next step after moving in together? Okay, we want to get married. What's the next step after that? We want to have a child. We kind of reversed that by accident, but
you know it's okay because you had the ring on.
But we always talk about what we want moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And with us, we always make sure we have open communication. And sometimes my husband is a jerk.
Dumb as rocks.
He's a jerk.
Love him though.
Love him to death, but he's a jerk. So sometimes I'd be like, you know, you need to go take several seats, or I'm not speaking to you right now because you're getting on my nerves.
Right.
But then eventually we'll have to be like, look, and he'll come to me, you know.
Right.
Nikki, I'm not feeling this.
Communication
is
half the battle.
What we do is we communicate with each other what we want in our lives right now, presently, and how each other can support each other with what we want and what we can do to support each other in the future. So if my husband says, I want to do X, Y, and Z, like I said, if he wants to say, hey babe, I want to be a sanitation worker, I'm like, all right babe, you best believe in 5 minutes, I'm going to have sanitation worker, what you need to do, what's the next step, this, that, and the other. I'm going to support you on what you want.
Right.
And even now, I'm in school, I graduated in March, yay, second bachelor's degree, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, yeah babe, I just finished the paper. He's like, good babe, what's the next one? What do you do? What do you got to do? And stuff like that. So we support each other.
Is he putting too much pressure on you, Nikki?
He never
let me know.
He never puts pressure on me, but it's once you're in that marriage, you know, I always tell people before you get married, communication is key. Obviously.
That it is.
But, you know, you have to have that communication after marriage. And, you know, when people get married, you know, whatever irritated you prior to the marriage is going to drive you up a fucking wall after marriage. You know what I'm saying?
That means that means it's really going to go up the wall.
It's going to go there. And that's why the communication has to be always open. And I mean, and who wants to have a sour marriage? Like, this is the person I said I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. Well, you have to not like you.
People aren't getting married like that.
No,
anyway.
true.
No,
Alright, so another thing with ultimatums, I know there's a common one everybody's heard. And the common one, probably more not in your marriage phase, but more so in a relationship phase, it has to do with something called time. And the ultimate ultimatums everybody's heard is either them or me.
What do you mean them?
What's them?
It's friends.
Oh no.
No, that's not
either
even
them or, but it's an ultimatum.
It is. I've heard
it.
That.
And if y'all,
what do you mean his friends? Like, stop, you spend up more time with them than me.
I think let me tell you, that's a useless ass conversation.
That is.
Yeah,
the reason why is because not to say that you're gonna leave or this relationship is gonna be over, but when this relationship has been expired, who's still gonna be there?
Yeah,
exactly.
Your friends. So, like, are you gonna ditch your friends? Like, that's
men. Y'all so
I think that's the point.
Y'all are just so dumb.
Let's hear it.
Like, y'all will dap up the dude from 6th grade that robbed you from your lunchbox because he came over to play Xbox and 2K the other day, and he's in your wedding. That's not your friends. But y'all are so like close with the most randomest, and y'all will never not be mans with your mans that you knew from. Like, I know people like, yeah, but I knew him for mad long. That's not your friend.
Let me give
Girls
you an example.
are different in that. But men, I will personally, I may not like all of your friends, but that's who you choose to be friends with, so I got to deal with them because I'm dealing with you.
Exactly.
That's it.
For example, if I can pick and choose certain places for me to be, for me, it's very important for me to stay in my lane. Like I don't need to be in everything. I don't need to be everywhere. Everybody doesn't need to see me. I don't need to hee with everybody. I don't really care for that. You know why? Because at the end of the day, you and me, we together. That's it. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to your friends, if there's a friend of yours that I'm just like, no.
There's always one.
There's
one
always,
or two.
there's always that
you be
one
like,
that you
damn.
or it's the
use the
friend.
N-word?
Let's say it's your man. This is your real man. But he be looking at you to the side, because I know we all felt that one day or another. Like you got that your man's friends, and you're like,
he would take it down in 1 second.
He would take it down if you gave him the chance. You may not want to be around him. So, all right, we at the same event. I'm just not gonna stand nowhere near you. That's it. Like there's always opportunities to separate yourself.
There's always one dumb
always
friend
opportunity
that y'all got.
Always.
Always one.
And you just don't talk about it.
If you drop him, your team will be mean. But you keep him around.
So wait a minute.
I don't get why.
So in all your relationships, you can say there's one friend that you think is a bad influence on
It's
you.
the same thing with girls.
I understand that.
Every girls have their
I
five
don't
friends.
believe that.
If let's say I'm cool with your man.
Yeah.
Me and him are cool, but let's say I was that one friend, be like, yo, I don't want him around Jeff D.
I don't want him around Jeff D.
Jeff D, like, yo, you know, if he's with me,
Yeah,
99.9%
yeah, at the strip club.
we up to no good.
Yeah, up to no good.
We up to no good. So now,
how do I get you out the picture?
No, how do you feel about that? If that's his best man, like when y'all
If
get
that's
married,
his-
that's the best
that's
man.
your best friend. Because the way I feel, the way I feel about it is, there's nothing. I mean, all guys have, they have their friends and stuff like they have that friend or what. And I mean, I still put the responsibility on my man.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, my husband could go out with 10 single guys right now to a strip club. I would give him dollars, say have fun, get a couple lap dances or whatever. But my husband is not gonna cheat on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just that confident in my relationship. Hell, my husband could go out with 10 married men who cheat on their wives. If my husband does not want to cheat, he's not going to. There's no influence that another man can give you that's gonna say, hey, go do it, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna go do it.
And he told me to do it, so I did it.
So I did it.
Gosh.
So if your man tells you to jump off a bridge, you're gonna do it? No, you cheated on me because you wanted to, not because he was dating some biddy and she had a friend and she was sitting there.
You can say bitch. She not a bitch. She a bitch. She a bitch.
Shout out to Nikki that got our first studio audience clapping right now.
You doing standing ovation?
Yo, as it goes down, this is the perspective. We got a couple more minutes left, but I want to go back to something Tracy said, because actually, a relationship I had an issue with that too.
You starting to whisper. I didn't quite get that.
You said you don't go to everything with your man, right?
No.
I love this song.
Right?
Yes.
Shout out to Mo Fire on the background music.
Thank you, Mo
So
Fire.
you say, when do you, let's say me and you are dating, and I don't take you everywhere.
That's the difference.
Hold on.
I don't put myself in everything.
Why you don't put
You can't tell me you're not taking me. What? You're not taking?
What events would you want to come to?
Everything that I want to come to.
So what do you want?
Once there's a barrier, oh no, something's going on.
What do you mean?
A barrier is a man. Okay, a man is not gonna. Crazy. Facts. A man is not gonna be like, oh, I don't think you should come. What do you mean? You don't think I should?
I've heard that.
Why?
Because he don't want me there.
No, there's certain things.
What if it's an all guys thing?
I'm not going.
I'm not going.
I don't care.
What if it's a Super Bowl party?
I don't care.
You don't care about Super Bowl party? A gala?
It depends.
I love Super Bowl.
Black and white party.
But I'm not a football fan, so.
I could go to a Super Bowl party with my friends.
All right.
I don't need to go with you everywhere. I just don't feel like.
I respect his
He needs to have his own fun.
I want each of y'all to tell me where's the borderline where you just think he's not just bringing you around anything, or you're just like. Let's go with Nikki first. Let's go with Nikki first. Nikki, where would you see that borderline where he's just not taking you anywhere?
When social media is rampant, right? So every time he goes out, all right, I'm gonna go chill with my boys. I'm all for go chill with your boys, have guys time. But every time you go chill with your boys, it's a bunch of people and I'm not there. Things that are big events, things that are. I don't know. For me, it's all about family. And when I say family, I'm saying friends because that's who you chose to be like your family.
Right.
So, like for an event that is like Shut Down Sunday's barbecue, that's something huge for my husband.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna be there. And if you say, oh, I don't think you should be there, we got a problem.
Why? I'm coming through.
What if he can't?
Tell him okay, and then show up.
Because let me tell you, my husband's not, but you should never be scared to flaunt me as your wife. No, a man has no problem.
Here's the thing. I don't mean to cut you off. He's not entertainer now. He's considered an entertainer now.
That's right.
He's considered an entertainer now.
With the ring on.
And I got a couple DJs. I got a couple DJs in the building. I got a couple MCs in the building, so they can understand too. When your wifey's in the club, and so if some of y'all DJs can think from me, it's kind of.
No.
It's kind of distracting.
Then you should be dating a DJ.
I'm gonna tell you. My relationship prior to my husband, I dated a DJ for many years. For 5 years, I dated a DJ, and he used to DJ all the clubs and this, that, and the third. And I would go. Me and my girlfriends, we would go. Sometimes we wouldn't go.
You went. Okay.
You know, not always, but sometimes I would go. And if I went, I was never that chick that runs to the DJ booth because it's DJs the groupies go flaunt. You know, they flaunt to the DJ booth. Oh, could you do this? Could you do that? I don't do that. Right. So, and it'd be times where I'd be like, I'm here. I'll see you home. That's it. I didn't see him the entire night. I saw he was in the DJ booth, but that was it. And it'd be times he'd be like, yo, why didn't you come to the booth? No, I'm not about to look like a groupie. Like, it's not going down. Right. So I do understand when you are that personality, I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to stay to the back. At Shutdown Sundays barbecue, first of all, me and my husband, I'm not the clingy person. That's just not me. Right. But I'm not up under him saying, oh, where are you? Where are you going to go? But you best believe I woke up, my husband's going to be like, hold up. This is my wife, Nikki. Right. Okay. That's all I need. Stop it. I swear.
Tracy, what is the borderline of you thinking like he's just not taking me anywhere?
For example, what was that, in June or something? Rodney had his grandmother's grandmother party or something like that. Let's say, for example, if I'm not there, that's a problem for me. If it's like your friends, I know your friends, like that's a problem for me. If it's like Jeff is having this thing, Luck is having this thing, Nikki's having this, well, I'm not there. Right. No, that's a problem. If it's like some random person,
we're gonna speak in general
care.
For the people. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just saying, in general, like you, like let's say for example, if it's something like your friends, I'm not
I feel like if he's like you'll get a sense. I mean, guys like to hang out with their guy friends. There's certain nobody wants a clingy girl or clingy guy, but to me. So, I mean, to feel wanted.
Some guys make that.
That's their own. That's their own. That's their own ego.
Yeah.
But to me, if there's like Thanksgiving, Christmas, holiday weekend,
I want to spend time with my family. How about that?
We are. I am your family.
We are spending time with your family. We are spending time. No, you we are spending time with your family. Yes. So we're making rounds to your house. We're making the next round to my house, and then we're making rounds to friends.
Yes. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Absolutely.
And there should be no qualm with that. Holiday season is coming, so conversations are already being had. What are we doing for Thanksgiving? What are we doing for Christmas?
What if he just wants to spend time with his family?
He can.
Family.
No,
he can.
We're
together.
If he can spend time with his family, but there's no, I don't think you should come.
No.
Or he doesn't come see you.
His mother's gonna call me personally.
That's not an option. That's not an option.
He doesn't come see me in the holiday season. That's not your man.
That's not your man. That's your man in your head.
That's like,
your boyfriend in your head.
You shacked up with a dude for like the whole winter and Valentine's Day come, he can't see you. You the side chick. You know?
That's not your man.
That's not your man.
A studio audience member just texted me, how about your man was having an all guys Thanksgiving, which happens.
Never. So you guys are gay? You guys are gay?
It's football.
You're gay?
It's football.
You're gay?
It's an all guys Thanksgiving.
Are you
This
gay?
is how I feel about it. I am totally
Who's cooking? All guys Thanksgiving. Who's
Guys cook.
It could have been catered.
I'm for the all guys thing, but not on holidays. Not on holidays. Because holidays is a family season. So, but when the holidays come, me and my husband, we sit down, okay, this Thanksgiving we're going to do this, or how we're going to break stuff up. Now, if you want to have a potluck on Friday with all your guys, by all means. But on Thursday, it's about family. It's going to be either mine or yours or both.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I want to do a Thanksgiving with the guys.
Yeah, guys.
That doesn't even make sense.
What type of crap
where is that?
Because you're gay.
No. That's because I'm not your girl.
Yes.
I'm not your girl.
Exactly.
I want to thank everybody who came and supported the perspective. Shouts out to StrongOutRadio.com. I got a couple things to say. Shouts out to Beez. Beez will be back here next week. Next week, they have their first interview with Mr. Harold Reed Jr. himself, the motivational speaker. Iceman, I know you're watching. Iceman, I know you're watching.
Come on, Harold.
Ice, really?
Iceman, the motivational speaker, will be here himself. Beezy will be here himself. Shouts out to our studio audience. Shouts out to New Jack City Radio. That's up next. Thank y'all for watching The Perspective, and that's it. Thank y'all.
Cheers to the first show. Cheers. Look them in the eye. Look them in the eye.
Look. You gotta look each other in the eye. Look. You dripping. I'm dripping.